Hey YouTube, today I'm going to show you how to make a basic sort of style intro in Cinema 4D. So first of all, what you want to do is make a new canvas, and then you want to hold here, oops, Control Z, hold here, add a floor, and then hold again and add a sky, and then you want to go File, New Material, double click, and then change the color on your color one from this grey to a nice white. Add a reflection if you want, and then drag it to your sky here, and then you want to go File, New Material again, double click, but this time with luminance and tick it. It will all be white, so just go X out of there and drag this over to your floor. So when you render out, it will just look like you've got a white like canvas. And then what you want to do is start by adding your text. So you go to MoGraph, go to text object. I'm just going to change my camera view slightly. And then what you want to do is click on your text object, and then go object, change your font to midline. I'm just going to go down to this Epsilon font, which is the Optic font, I believe. And then I'm just going to write Zinc in this, just for the purposes of this tutorial. Zinc. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a nice little 3D effect like I've showed you in my other tutorial. So Control C, Control V, oops, text object, Control C, Control V, and then you want to change the depth on this to, like, say I'm going to do 80, and then with this one change it to 40, and then the coordinates to half of what your this depth on this one is, to half of that. So from the 0 to coordinate, that'll be 20 for me. And then you want to go to caps, fillet caps, and then fillet caps again on the end. And then you want to go File, Material, double click, choose a color that you like. I'm going to try this nice dark browny red, and I'm going to add a nice reflection of about 10. Oops, sorry. Nice darky brown red. And then I'm going to drag this to my text object 1, which will be my duplicate layer. Then, as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but there is a nice effect here, which I think looks quite cool when you're doing an intro. So what you can do is click Control, and click on both of these, and then go Alt G, which will group them together. Double click on the name and change it to, I'm going to change it to Zinc, and then you've got like your two things in there. And now what I'm going to start to do is just show you like the basic bit of the main bit of the intro, which is going to be like the text layer is going to like come from in the sky, and it's going to like spin from the sky, sorry, down into the canvas. So what you want to do is go click on this layer, then click on this rotation tool here, and then what you want to do is, if you want it to spin that way, like spin down that way, which I like, you just want to rotate it a full 360 degrees. That would do. And then you want to change the coordinates, I believe. So X, I believe, is your left and right, so I'm just going to leave it the same. Y is like distance upways, so what you want to do is drag it to 60, click here 60, and I'm going to change this to like say 400 maybe, so it's just off the screen. Click click this key here, and then drag it to 0, and then I'm gonna like click another key here. Wait, yeah, I think, and then hopefully if I've done this right, which I haven't. Right, sorry about this, guys. Click here and click a key thingy. Click the key, and then you want to drag it to 0 and then do the rotation of 360. Sorry about this, guys. And then you want to add a 400 up. Ooh, 400. If you do a minus 400, it will be down. And click another key here. And then hopefully, if we play it through, our text like spins in from the sky and then comes down to the floor, which I think looks quite cool in my opinion. Obviously you can change the direction and whatnot. And then what you're going to want to do now is change these from white. So now if we look at this, when we render it out, it's just going to be a plain white background with the text, which I think is a bit boring. So what we're going to do is go File, New Material, and then I'm going to do, for my bottom floor, I'm going to do Color here, and then I'm going to do a nice neon green, slimy sort of green, add a reflection of about 20, and then I'm going to drag this over to this white bit here on the floor. Now change this, and the sky I'm going to go for a I don't know, let's say a pink, and then I'm going to just leave it at that for this. Exit out. Wait, actually, reflection of just a faint reflection. So I'm going to do a 5% reflection. We'll drag that to this icon here on sky. And then now if we render this will take a while due to the reflection at the bottom. You now have a nice little reflection on the floor. So now what you want to do is you want to change all of your render settings. So you want to go render settings, and save. You want to change this from TIFF to QuickTime Movie. I think no, sorry, AVI Movie, sorry. And then you want to go options, correct compression quality 100, keyframe, that doesn't matter. General full render output, change this to film video, HD HDTV 720 29.97, and then frame range all frames from 0 frames to, if you want your intro to be slightly longer, it goes up in 30s, so you want to change it from 90 to say 120, which will make it 4 seconds long, and then just click like that. Go save. Right, you want to click here and then save it to a safe place. I'm not going to do this because this program doesn't like my computer. I'm not quite sure why, but then we'll go anti-analyzing geometry, change it to best. Filter is animation, and then this is like, if you've got quite a powerful machine, change it from like, if you've got like a slower machine, change this from there to like 2 by 2 if you've got a less powerful machine, or if you've got a quite powerful machine, maybe go for 8 by 8, but I just do it on like 2 by 2 from mid-level 1 by 1 there 2 by 2. Options, you don't really need to mess around with that. And then I guess guys, you're done. But first, you just need to click on this, and then there's no specific. Alright, sorry, yes, and then it will just start rendering your project. And then once it's done your rendering from once you've got from this green block here all the way to the end, you finished rendering, and it should be saved to say, if say I'd just done, I don't know, so I'd just done this, it'd be saved here on my desktop. Right, okay, yeah, right, thanks guys, don't forget to comment, rate and subscribe. If you've got any problems, put a comment in the comment box down below my video. Right, thanks guys, peace.